Today is a day you will always remember. The greatest in anyone's life. You'll start the day off just two people in love and end it as husband and wife. It's a brand new beginning, the start of a journey with moments to cherish and treasure. And although there will be times when you both disagree, these will surely be outweighed by pleasure. You'll have heard many words of advice in the past where the secrets of marriage were spoken. But you know the answers lie hidden inside where the bond of true love lies unbroken. So live happy forever as lovers and friends from the moment you whisper, I do. And with the luck of all your hopes and dreams can be real, may success find its way to your hearts. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today is where it all starts.
Ashleigh, when she was a little girl, we would go on holidays, be Blackpool, Rodated, Burnt Island, and she hated sand. So, but the irony is, she now goes on exotic holidays with Ben across the world to hot places, and most of the time it's to the beach. So I spent hours carrying her along Blackpool Beach, at Burnt Island, at Portobello. So it's amazing how things have changed in that respect. She's a fantastic mother. Fantastic mother. Fantastic daughter, sister, and now wife of Mr. Gordon. You're a lucky man, Ben. I think the first time I met Ben, you're in a primeval way, you're supposed to kind of introduce yourself and make them aware that your daughter's your most precious thing, and to make sure that you look after her and all those sort of old-fashioned traits. And I met Ben, I thought, Christ, we'll just leave it at that, because he was too big for me to try and to scare. But thankfully, over the years, we've gotten to know each other well, and he's a cracking lad. Ben himself, he's a grafter, hard-working boy. He's the nicest lad. I couldn't have wished for anybody better. If you could go and pick somebody and have a story of what they've done, how good they are, how nice they are. But Ashleigh's picked the nicest guy possible. He's so caring, looks after her, looks after Olivia. He's a credit to his mum, Morag, and Alan. They've produced he's a one-of-a-kind Ben, and people say these things, and it's not nonsense. He's just a cracking lad. I'd just like to welcome Ben to our family, and Morag and Alan, Michael, and your extended family. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to have you all here under one roof, and we'll have a nice day together. But as I said, Ben, the best, absolutely.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all here at the Den at Culross for Ben and Ashleigh's wedding day. They want all of you to enjoy today as much as they intend to, so the ceremony is going to be relaxed and informal. This will be a day you'll all remember, especially Ben and Ashleigh. We're here for the best reasons ever, to see them get married.
We were choosing opportunity.
So we all know why we're here, which of course is to celebrate marriage. But what you may not know is the personal journey that Ben and Ashleigh have taken to get here. These two first set eyes on each other in Falkirk's City nightclub in March 2011. For most of the night, Ben kept staring at Ashleigh, and Ashleigh kept staring back. Neither of them was willing to make the first move. This went on until the lights came up for everyone to leave. Ben convinced Ashleigh to swap numbers. He managed to play it cool for all of half an hour before messaging her as soon as he got in the door. Ashleigh tells me she was worried sick before their first official date because she couldn't remember whether she liked Ben or not. Fear not, though, within 5 minutes of meeting him in the cold light of day, she knew he was the one. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Some say 13's unlucky, but for me stood here today, looking at my beautiful wife and the journey that we've been on to get here, I couldn't be luckier in life. You are every bit as beautiful today as the first day. I could not take my eyes off you. And all that time trying to muster up the courage to go over when Fergus happened. And within seconds I was thrust upon you, and my mind drawing a blank as to what opening gambit would be, just clambering at anything I could do. Who knows what that was? But clearly, it worked an absolute charm. Today, I will marry my best friend, the one I will live with, dream with, and love. I take you to be my wife. From this day forward, I will cherish you. I will look with joy down the path of our tomorrows, knowing we will walk it together, side by side, hand in hand, and heart by heart.
I love you for everything you are and everything you're not. Not for all the things that we want, but for everything we've got. I love you in the simplest ways the most, amongst the chaos and the calm, with a cup of coffee and a bit of toast. I love the laughs we still give each other. I love that with you things are just better. I love the thought of us beyond forever.
They love going to live gigs, watching Marvel movies, all things Disney, and going on sunshine holidays. Love is arguably the key ingredient to any relationship, and certainly in marriage, but love is complex and unique to each couple.
For two people, this dawn brought a magical day. Now husband and wife, they head on their way. As a boat setting sail, may their journey begin, with calmest of waters, most helpful of wind. And if they should stumble upon turbulent sea, may it pass them unharming and leave them be. For here are two people whom love has well bitten. Here opens their book, which is yet to be written. As the first page unfolds and their life inks its path, may it write a true story where forever love lasts. Let their journey be happy till death do they part. Of 1,000 chapters, may this be the start.
Ben, Graham, Gordon and Ashleigh Kathleen Day, now that you have exchanged your vows of commitment and rings in my presence and in the presence of your family, friends and witnesses, it gives me great pleasure to declare you legally married. Feel free to kiss.
Right. Following in the footsteps of our good friend Tam, I also believe it's customary for the best man and a bridesmaid to have a passionate, steamy night together post-wedding. Now, I don't want to offend Kirsty Hunter, but the other Kirsty is my wife, and we've got a child-free night tonight. So I'm pretty confident it will be lights out in 20 minutes after the last song this evening. Am I right? Oh. Right, let's just get straight into this. Loyal, charming, handsome. But today is not really about me. It's also about Ben and Ashleigh. I have known Ben for a few years now. We originally met at some club at our local village hall in Pitmedden. You remember? You? Kind of. I don't really know why I started speaking to him, to be honest, because Ben made a bit of a fool of himself. I remember seeing him in the hall. He was in the corner. He was asleep. You had drool all down your front. And I think he had wet himself. But to be fair, it was 1993 and we were 2 years old at the time. In all seriousness, we have been best pals since we were toddlers. I like to think that this was not just because we lived 2 doors down from each other, or that we made up 50% of the boys our age in the village, but that we genuinely liked each other. As you can tell, I was the better looking of the two, the more charismatic. I remember the first time I met Ashleigh. Ben took her up to Pitmedden to meet the boys one weekend. Instead of easing her in gently, he took her to Pitmedden Bar, a total shithole, to meet us all. It's not exactly the Ritz is what I meant to say. As the only girl there, she had to endure a night of us getting drunk and telling stories. Ashleigh is a wonderful woman and deserves a perfect man. Unfortunately, Ashleigh, you don't always get what you deserve. Since their first chance encounter, Ben and Ashleigh have built a wonderful life together in Falkirk and now have a beautiful daughter, Olivia. I'm incredibly happy for you both and count you both as my closest friends. And before I finish, I'd like to offer a toast to the bride and groom. I just want to thank Ben for asking me to be his best man. I assume you all said no because he took 6 years to ask me. Thankfully, I don't hold a grudge and I would do almost anything for a free meal, so I graciously accepted. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness together and I look forward to making some more memories with you in the coming years. It's been a cracking day so far and I know we'll all have a brilliant night ahead. Now can I ask you all to please be upstanding and raise a glass to the bride and groom, Ben and Ashleigh. Cheers everyone.
Cheers!